Hi, folks. Larry Dillenbeck here with the Oregon Hypnotherapy Association, and we have our spring training event coming up on March 23rd, which is this coming Saturday, and I'm really excited to hear our main speaker, Erica Flint, present on how to master the mini workshop model. The second half of our event, we will have an opportunity for our members to share tips and tricks that they use with their clients to help them experience the benefits of hypnosis to solve their problems, achieve their outcomes. And so, as an example, I'd like to share a couple of my tips and tricks with you. Many of you are, I'm sure, aware there is a category of hypnotic techniques called convincers. Convincers are experiences that we can guide our clients through that in effect convince them that they have experienced hypnosis or some hypnotic phenomena. This has the effect of engaging the pyramid or compounding effect of suggestions, where each suggestion that a client accepts increases the likelihood that they will accept further suggestions and reinforce previously accepted suggestions. Convincers can also be used as suggestibility tests, in that depending on how the client responds to the convincer, that might indicate their degree of physical or emotional suggestibility, using the model of suggestibility developed by Dr. John Kappas, if you're familiar with his model. In my experience, most people have not been educated on the difference between the conscious and unconscious functions of the mind, and so they have difficulty distinguishing between the two. So I'd like to give you an experience of this. What I will often suggest to my clients is that I'm observing you do something unconsciously, and you don't know what it is consciously yet until I tell you what it is. And when I tell you what it is, it will become conscious, and then you will have choice about it. And all I'm talking about here is your eye blinks. So until I said eye blinks, you probably weren't conscious of your eye blinks. They were just happening unconsciously and automatically on their own. But now that you're conscious of your eye blinks, you can choose to blink them consciously, of course. You can blink them at a certain rate if you want to, or you can hold them open or hold them closed as you choose. The same dynamic can happen with your own thoughts, feelings, and other behaviors. Once you become conscious of them, you can engage them consciously and intentionally and on purpose. You can align them with who and how you want to be in the world. Another simple convincer is that I will often ask a client who is skeptical about whether or not they can be hypnotized. So I just simply ask them to close their eyes and imagine a whiteboard in their mind. And then I'll suggest that they draw an X on the board, and then draw an O on the board, and then erase the X and erase the O, and then make the whiteboard go away and open their eyes. And then I ask them if they were able to do that. And nearly everyone can do that easily. And then I just tell them that they just experienced hypnosis. I gave them a series of suggestions that they accepted and acted upon while in a receptive state of mind. There are other very common convincers that you've probably encountered in your hypnotherapy training and studies. One of them is the palm magnet technique, where you have a client put their hands out in front of them with their palms open and facing each other, and then have them close their eyes and focus on the feeling between their hands, while suggesting that there is a feeling like a magnetic attraction between the palms of their hands, and that with each thing you say and with each breath they take, that their hands are going to be drawn together automatically. And then suggest that when their palms touch, that they'll take a big deep breath, relax their arms into their lap, and then go deeper into that relaxed and receptive state of mind. Another technique is called the semaphore technique, where you again ask your client to extend their hands out in front of them, with one hand with the palm up and the other hand with the palm down. And then have the client close their eyes and suggest that you place the handle of a bucket in their hand with their palm up. And so you put that bucket in the palm of their hand, and then also suggest that you've tied a helium balloon to the wrist of their other hand with the palm down. Then suggest that with each breath they take and with each word you say, that you're placing a stone into the bucket, and that it becomes heavier and heavier with each breath and each stone, while also suggesting with each breath that you are tying another helium balloon to the wrist, and it gets lighter and lighter with each breath. Then you continue with these suggestions for a while and observe the balloon hand rising and the bucket hand lowering. If the hands move a lot, that indicates physical suggestibility, and the client will likely respond well to direct suggestion and suggestions that affect their physical body. If the hands move a little or not at all, that might indicate emotional suggestibility, and the client might be more responsive to indirect suggestion and suggestions that affect their emotional state. So there's a few examples of convincers that you can add to your hypnotic toolkit. And I hope that I've convinced you to come and join us at our spring event next Saturday on the 23rd. And you can find more information and register at our website at ohanw.org. And I look forward to seeing you there. Thanks so much.